Hi everyone, Alex here. I'm back. Last month was really rough on me between the separation, moving, trying to get settled. I got sick. I also had minor surgery, but we're back and I've been trying to wrap up that sprinkler hydraulic video series. I was trying to cram it all into one last video, but I ended up deciding to split it into two. So this is part 4 and then we'll have a part 5 and I hope you enjoy it. Hi everyone, Alex here. Today we're going to continue with our sprinkler hydraulics using Revit series. For that we're using the Viking Hydraulic Assistant, which is a software developed by Viking that allows integration with Revit. So you can define hydraulic nodes within your model and then extract the data directly from your model and perform hydraulic calculations in compliance with NFPA 13 and factory mutual requirements. In part 1, I give you a quick introduction of the Viking Hydraulics tool. I show you how to download and install the software. We explore the component manager and we did a couple of examples importing data for backflow preventers. In part 2, we digged a little bit deeper into the component manager. I show you how to define pumps, both NFPA and manufacturer, and a few other components. And then we dive into the hydraulic assistant itself, where I show you how to include the water supply and define the sprinkler most remote area. In part 3, I show you how to trace the piping and how to define families and components. In other words, how to map your families to components in the component manager. And I'll show you how to resolve some issues in the component manager. We explore the user interface. We interpreted our hydraulic graph and we tagged some nodes. And now in part 4, I'm going to show you how to create a submittal. I'm going to show you how to input some design information like remote area, density, the water supply, contact information, and others. And we're going to review and interpret our data in the submittal. I remind you that this exercise is following NFPA 13 requirements. So let's get started. Now think about it, it makes sense. If you like this kind of content, you can subscribe to the channel. If you click that bell, you get notifications and then you don't miss any of our new videos. And if you're serious about your professional training, go ahead and visit us at BIMitUp.com and there you can contact me directly for some professional training. Now let's create our submittal. So let's go ahead and create submittal. We have all this information already populated. So here in the design area 1, and this is level 3 warehouse space. The occupancy classification is ordinary. Density was 0.15. Area of operation was 1500, most remote square feet. Coverage per sprinkler, 120. Type of sprinkler heads calculated. Let's say upright, 5.6. Number of sprinklers, 12. In-rack demand is none applicable. Host streams, we say it was 250 GPM, and the type of system is simply wet. And it's a tree type. Here we have all our information for our supply. Total water required, including host streams, is 487 GPM at a pressure of 48.15 PSI. We have a safety margin of 10 PSI in a little bit, and with host streams we have 5.57. Let's see, water supply information. We can place the date of that test. Say it was 12/24/2023, so it was our Christmas present. The location, let's say this was 37th Avenue, which is a very popular avenue here in Miami, and let's say this was hydrant 1234 and 1235. Contact information, contractor, let's say best contractor ever, or designer, right? The address is 1234 Miami Street, which is obviously a fictitious address. The phone number is 305-123-4567. Name of designer, Alex. The authority having jurisdiction is Alex's cousin. So we have a mafia here. And then notes, you can place any notes you want. Any notes you want. And then you can place some chart notes here. And then we can print. There you go, that's our report. Then we could probably just print this as a PDF. Save as a PDF. And then if we open our report, you can see all your project information, the design information, summary, the remote area name and location, occupancy classification, density, area of application, etc. You can get the total system volume, which is pretty useful if you want to drain the system. You have the total water required, including the host streams, at the corresponding pressure, your safety margin, pretty much a summary of your whole system. And then you have the water supply information that you entered, the contact information that you entered, and the notes that you entered. Then you have your beautiful graph. So city water supply is the solid green. The dashed green here is your pump. And then the combined supply is this one here. dashed line in dark orange. Then you have your system demand here, and then you have safety margin and safety margin with host streams. So the safety margin, you can see here, that is 10.46, and with the host streams, a little bit less, 5.57. Those are these two values right here. And then you have all your detailed information here, supply analysis, design area analysis, showing nodes, elevation, K-factor, whether you have hose allowances or PRVs, and your pressures and your real flows. As you can see, the 12 sprinklers are discharging somewhere between 18 and maybe 22 GPM. And then you total all that, and that would be your system demand, 237. Then if you add your 250 hose allowance, then you get your system demand with hose, and this is what you just saw on the graph. And then you have a little bit more detailed information here per pipe. So you have your pipe information and your friction information. You see path 5, path 6. You get a simplified pipe table showing only the flowing pipes, and a full pipe table showing all the pipes of the system. Pretty cool, huh? And by the way, this is where your file is located, under C, Program Data, Viking, Hydraulic Assistant, Work, and then the name of our file right now is new HTML. You could change that if you wanted to. You can come here to Hydraulic Assistant, to Home. You could probably just close it here. Let's see. Close project. You want to save your new project? Yes. That's even better. So we can give it the same name, AJS Viking Hydraulic Test. And then just close.